Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Snake 500 and another Tomcat Thursday video. And this is going to be a quick one because I'm still working on that bombing mission. And I haven't gotten it right, but this is something that may help you. So I thought I would put it here. This is the cold start for the pilot in the F-14 Tomcat, A or B. It's the same general setup. As you can see, I'm on the ground. It's cold and dark. I'm going to hit fly. Everything is off. The order at which I do these things makes it easy for me. I hope it helps you. First thing, so I don't forget, so he didn't yell at me, ejection seat. Everything now is either to the left, to the right, or in front of me. Nothing else is behind me. Before we go anywhere, we need power. So we go pull up the menu. Ground crew. I need electrical power on.
Chief, turn on the ground power.
Ground crew. I need air.
Copy.
Connect.
Chief, connect ground air supply.
Wait for the sound.
Ground power is now on.
There's the power.
Copy.
There's the
Ground air
sound.
supply is now connected.
We're going to lean back a little bit and kick the oxygen up. Now, we need Jester's help because at this point, we're ready to start up.
Okay.
ICS comm check means that we're talking.
ICS comm check.
Pull up the Jester menu, loud and clear.
Okay.
Then, we're going to come over here. We're going to kick on both radios to where they need to be so that the radios work. Because if they aren't on, we can't do a whole lot of stuff we're about to do later. Once the canopies close, which you can actually do this next part before the canopy closes, it's entirely up to you. I have yet to find it as a stumbling point. Come over here for the engine start. Notice how the throttles are all the way back in their off position, and it doesn't matter which one you do, either the left or right, but it's a left click or a right click there to get it started. We then wait for those little levels here to kind of get set. And since we're starting with the left engine, we move the left throttle up 1. And we wait. While we're waiting, we're going to go over here and uncage that and get rid of the standby mode on the radar altimeter, just like that. Now, it will run, radios are on, engine is up and running. Everything we just did for the left engine, we need to do for the right engine. So we right-click and wait for it to spool up. While it's spooling up, we're going to go ahead and get these up and running so that the plane starts to activate. Get rid of the stick because it's just in the way. Then we come over here, hit these 3 here. That gets this one ready, that gets this one ready. Now, I'm not going to worry about lights because it's obviously daytime, but this is where you would change to go anti-collision lights. This is where you're flashing to strobe bar, tail lights, wing position lights, and taxi lights, which we would need eventually. Engine is ready for fuel, so we give it a little bit of fuel. And once it gets level with these, I'm going to go ahead and change the VDI. Not the VDI. Yeah. The VDI to what Jester is showing. Because in a second, that's going to become important. We have got the brakes on. And now, we're going to count to about 10. And then the long wait begins. He's not ready for us yet. Oh, ground air supply. Disconnect.
Chief, disconnect ground air supply.
Ground electrical power off.
Chief, turn off the ground power.
Okay, now that we've got the basic radar function up, we're nowhere close to getting out of here yet. Because now I need Jester, INS go fine. So now he's punching in all the waypoints that we need. He's doing all the radar stuff. And you see this little caret here? When that caret gets all the way over here, he'll then tell us that we're ready to start. This would be a really good time where we could rearm and refuel, but we're already there. We've got the 4 sidewinders. For this particular loadout, it doesn't matter. The wheel chucks are on. I leave them on until he's ready to go, because I don't want to move before he's ready. I also leave the brakes on until he's ready, Because then if your INS alignment messes up, you got to do all of this again. And it wasn't fun the first time. So we sit here and we wait. All right, as you can see, the Diamond is much further along in the process. So we are about 10 minutes into this recording as we sit here and speak. We're just sitting here. We're waiting for Jester to get finished. There's one thing I forgot to tell you, and that's the both air intakes for the engine down there. I meant to do that earlier. I did it earlier, but I didn't want to wait for you guys. The other thing I haven't done yet is reset the gun ammo. This is very important if you're on a server, because it might show up that it doesn't look like you've got any bullets when you do have a full set, and you always test that by checking out how many rounds you have in the rearm and refuel. But as this gets finished here, which should happen at any time, he will tell us that we are ready to taxi.
All right, ready to taxi.
Thank you, Jester. Now we turn the brakes off. We tell the ground crew to remove the wheel chucks.
Chief, remove the wheel chucks.
Wheel chucks are now removed. And now we ask the tower for us to get clearance to take off. Request startup, which we already are.
Request startup.
Uzi.
Uzi 2-1.
Good
Clear
for-
for startup.
And request taxi to
Uzi
runway.
2-1. Request taxi to runway. Uzi 2-1. Clear to taxi to runway 6. Path 1.
Okay, so that we're ready to go now. Pull the wings out, get up to the taxiway, we're good to go, right? What if I told you there's an easier way to do it? Let me quit this real quick. I'm going to load this mission up again. And not all planes have this. The Tomcat does. Let's say that you are getting ready for a mission on a multiplayer server. You jump in the jet and you're like, I don't remember the cold start procedure. When you jump in and it's cold. And you're like, I don't remember it. So you're thinking, I go pull Snick's video. There's an easier way to do this. First thing we're going to do is hit fly. Now we're going to go to options. Not options. My apologies. Not options. We want to adjust controls. And here, we're going to search for cheat. Oh, cheat isn't coming up. Automatic startup procedure. Oh, it's assist now. It used to be called cheat. I have this bound to my HOTAS on my throttle as the middle button of my iron switches. So, by hitting one button,
Chief, disconnect ground air supply.
it's going to do the whole thing.
Ground air supply is now connected. Turn off the ground power.
And I don't have to touch a thing.
Copy. Ground power is now on.
Roger.
All right, we're just about done. As you can see, we get the messages up in the top right-hand corner for the auto start sequence, letting you know where they're at in the process. And we are waiting for INS alignment 68, which is almost done right about here. I have touched nothing. As a matter of fact, while this process has gone through, I took my dog out. Auto start sequence complete. We are now, in theory, ready to roll. We still have to do the rounds of ammunition. Come on. There it goes. Up to 690, because that's what I know what this mission is set at. And he doesn't need to tell me we're ready to start, ready to taxi, because he already told us that the auto start sequence is complete. So, if we look down,
Ready to taxi.
he does still say ready to taxi. So there's two ways that you can start your Tomcat and get ready to go and fly off and conquer the world. I hope this helps you guys. I hope that it was beneficial for you. It's Snick 500. I'll see you in the next one.